Creating and managing your categories is done through Gradebook settings. So you click on Gradebook again, you click on the settings button, and then you'll notice in the Gradebook setup there's a tab that says categories. So you go in there, and it's important to note that even if you don't plan on using multiple categories in your gradebook, you need to create at least one category for all your assignments to filter through. So to add the category, you click on the add button and then name it. So if you're just making one big category for all your assignments, English teacher, so I'll put English 8, just make sure you would put weight at 100%. All right. And then if you did have separate categories, this is where you put your percentage. So if you have tests as like 30% or things like that, that's how you enter it into the weight. And then the sequence, this is just for organizing the categories in that previous menu screen. So if you want kind of your most important things first, you can just sequence them in order there. Exclude from calculation. I like to use this if you have like a to-do list you want to kind of keep in Campus so that it's something you can kind of manage and check. Maybe it's some kind of permission slip or a binder check or something that you're not going to add towards the grade, but you still want to kind of keep a record of. Then you can click this button that says exclude from calculation. That'll basically allow you to create assignments that don't go into the grade. And then drop lowest score. This is a function if you want to drop like the lowest assignment score or test score. Just note that it's going to drop the lowest score in that category. So if you accidentally put an assignment in there in that category and it's the lowest score, it'll drop that, and it'll just take that one category and drop the lowest score from the quarter on that grade. So just really think about if you want to use that or not, and make sure that you're using it correctly. And then down here, basically, you'll select what sections it applies to. Make sure for grading task, you're clicking all final, progress, and term grades, so everything will be calculated correctly for all grades total. And then once you save it, now this is just going to save it for the one section you're on. If you want to use that same, if you have multiple classes that are the same class, then you can actually copy it. And I'll show you how to do that here. So if you wanted to add another category, you can always just add another one here, but I'm going to show you how to copy it. You'll see copier under copiers. There's an assignment copier, which we'll get into another video. But the category copier, you click on that. It'll bring up another screen, and then basically all you'll have to do is select what categories you want to transfer over to another section. Now, it is one thing that's not great about it. Right now, they don't allow you to choose multiple courses, so you'll have to still kind of go one by one, but it is a lot easier than creating new categories for each class, especially if you're doing multiple categories. So if you had multiple categories, they would show up here. So you go from where you select the section that you were working out of, and then you select the section you want to copy it to. Now, of course, I already have some created category names from previous years. This is from last year. And then you just hit the next button. And then, again, just making sure that it's for all of these tasks. Of course, if you're not doing a final year-long class, you wouldn't have to put it in for a composite grade. And then you hit copy. And then once you hit copy, then basically you'll just have to recreate that process for your other sections that you want to copy those categories to. And so that's basically kind of how you create categories and also how you can copy them to other classes.